guys, and welcome back to Jurassic Collectibles. Now every once in a while I'm fortunate enough to come across a piece that has lineage back to the original production of Jurassic Park, and whenever I do, I seize the opportunity to try and attain the item to share with you guys and show you a little bit of Jurassic Park history. And I love learning about the history of Jurassic Park. There's so many little things that I'm learning by acquiring these production used pieces, and I hope that you enjoy me sharing them with you. So today we're going to be looking at an original production used Jurassic Park egg, and this was used in the hatchery scene but was unfortunately discarded at the last minute due to an error that I'm going to talk about in just a minute. So it's a beautifully cast Stan Winston production egg. On the bottom you can see there's a hole there, which I'm assuming would have been for either draining the resin or attaching the egg to the table, because a lot of the production used eggs have holes on the bottom for attaching them. It has been sort of weathered on the bottom, and it seems to me that this is like a base coat, because if you look at the eggs in the film they have a sort of like a veining going on the surface. So I think this has had a base coat applied, but it hasn't gone any further. Now if I lay the egg down very carefully, you'll see that it wants to roll away from me, and that's because when this was cast inside, the resin pulled up on one side, creating a cavity on one side and a lot of resin on one side, and that's why this piece was not used in the film. This has original lineage back to the production of Jurassic Park, and was obtained from a special effects industry professional who traded it with someone who worked on the film. So it's a real pleasure to own, and let's get a closer look at the surface. So if you've been a long-term subscriber on this channel, you'll know that I've already reviewed the Icons Jurassic Park egg, which was cast from an original production used piece like this. And I looked at the pitting on the surface of that egg. I'll put a link to the video down below, but it seems that they almost did two passes of pitting, putting all those little dents in. It was almost like they did a soft pass with something larger, and then they did a finer pass with like a pencil or something like that. Now you can see the paint job's got some nice variation in colour, especially down here at the bottom. So it seems that they almost applied like a base coat, but didn't get round to finishing this piece, probably because of the casting flaw. So I imagine a member of Stan Winston Studios pointed out the fact that this one was weighing heavy on one side and probably might be difficult to make it stand in the hatchery as they wanted. So whether this was present on any of the other eggs in the film, I don't know. But if you look at the eggs in the hatchery scene, they seem to be fairly upright with a few leaning to one side. So maybe those were cast heavily, but they're not so bad as this one. But still, it's a pleasure to own, and I know that this came from the original moulds of the Jurassic Park eggs. So it's such a wonderful piece to own, and it really does look fantastic on display. So there we have it, guys. That was the production used Jurassic Park egg from the original Jurassic Park film. This wasn't a screen used piece, but it was production used, and that means it's got lineage back to the original film. Here's the egg from the front, and I'll just show you a profile so you can get an idea of its silhouette. And there we go. Alright guys, rate, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.